Hey, Carter. Where we at?
Special Operations Museum Fayetteville.
We're gonna be in and out like recording, but some interesting things. You guys should come and visit.
It's awesome. I love it here.
Fayetteville 1st Parachute Infantry Battalion. Got myself a Thompson. I don't realize that was actually a military weapon before it was used by gang members. Talk about World War II, which is where they started becoming an airborne unit from an infantry unit.
One little fact is there were the night witches who flew the 101 planes and dropped bombs on Nazi Germany.
Yeah.
I love them.
Pup. And a parascooter.
It's like a tiny motorcycle.
Well, I mean, it's good for airborne drop, you know. Somebody rigged up. You can simulate your jump here. So we go wait for simulated jump. I guess you hit this button right here. Hey, it used to. Usually you simulate jump out here. Some more World War II stuff. Rangers and paratroopers. The Rangers, interesting thing about the Rangers have existed since the Revolutionary War. Actually, they've existed since the French Indian War, before we were even a country. M1 Grand. MA-36. Here's the crazy thing. They literally built this museum around that airplane. They put the airplane in and then built the roof.
Wow, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah. German rifle, Luftwaffe helmet, rocket launcher, MG-34 machine gun. So there's a lot of interesting stuff in here. U.S. Army Air Force, known as the Air Corps during World War II. U.S. Army M1A1 carbine semi-automatic. Colt 1911 A1 pistol. Italian Beretta M1934 A pistol.
It feels like it's small.
It is, I mean. But you know what Dad carries for an EDC?
Yeah.
That's an ancestor of it. What's funny about that is, remember we were talking about the guy that developed rifles in prison?
Yeah.
That's one of his designs. Yeah.
Wow.
Fighting soldier. Paratroopers. Landing. Now we're kind of recording like what Streets of War to Europe would look like during World War II. The invasion of Normandy. More weapons. What you see?
This noise just keeps startling me.
MG-42. Close to simulator. Rangers on Omaha Beach. More weaponry. A Mosin Nagant, Browning automatic. Camouflage. Come around, you can see the guy being camouflaged with his machine gun. What you see, Carter? We'll talk about it. Some of it. What you see? Uniforms? Huh? Oh, okay. There's jump leads. So this is actually really interesting. Yeah. December 7th. You know what happened December 7th, right? Yep. The call, that's what brought the Americans into World War II. An FG-42, a Grand M1 rifle. You're going to see a lot of those in this point. Talking about in Japan. A 1903 machete. Yep, Airborne was in Japan. Some Japanese style weapons. Army officer sword. Parachutist rifle. Showing videos about World War II, about Japan. We'll come back to you in a few minutes. Some different rifles the Chinese are. Liberated pistol.
After a month of hand-to-hand fighting that had destroyed large parts of Manila, the city fell. Soon, almost all of the Philippines have been recaptured.
Still talking about World War II. McAfee was told to surrender, and this was his response: nuts. Glider with a Jeep. Of course, more weaponry and stuff. Thompson, development for military use first. That British folding bicycle, flare pistol, a German Airborne. A jumpsuit. Airborne engineers. Airborne artillery. Army glider. To deliver vehicles and personnel to the front. Triple nickel. One of the all-African corps, which helped us during World War II. It's crazy. Like, these people were treated like crap and second-class citizens, but answered the call during World War II to help defend the country that they were second-class citizens in. One of the helmets they wore. What you see over there? Glider stuff. World's glider. So this is in Fayetteville, so if you ever want to come visit Fayetteville, this is a good thing to come visit. 420, here I come. Corporal Rodolfo Rudy P. Hernandez. That's him on PV. We're into the Korean War.
The line is a little bit different than this now.
Well, I think
They
we're.
tried to invade South Korea.
Well, that was the original agreed line.
30th Carolina.
But North Koreans tried to take the whole island.
Yeah. That's not an island.
Or the whole peninsula.
Yeah.
A North Korean flag. So we're in Korea right now. White Tigers. Or Rangers. Airborne in Korea. .43, 1911, you know. M1 Grand, 1911, something you're going to see for a little while through here. There we go. Green Beret, Special Forces. John Kennedy, jump boots to a shirt. M14. Here's where we start getting out of the M1 Grands. It's called Gustav Green Beret. Many have tried for that. Few have earned it.
Provided critical leadership during the 1960s, focusing Special Operations Forces on countering
Special Forces A Detachment or Alpha Detachment. Artillery piece. Vietnam scene. Talk about courage and compassion. (173rd) Brigade in Vietnam. And these Hueys were a major target for the North Vietnamese Army. ARP, Long Range Resistance Patrol, Cutting Edge. The Viet Cong with Prisoner of War. Lieutenant James Nick Rowe. Technical advisors. Rangers advisors uniform. Kiowa helicopter. Still in use today, one of the oldest used helicopters. Invasion of Grenada. M16. You alright?
That scared me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was designed to scare the enemy. Yeah, even during the invasion of Grenada, they were using the M14s as sniper rifles. See, what is that? It looks like an M240. No, it's not an M240. AKM weaponry. Panama. M9 automatic pistol. One time they had airborne armor, which 75th Ranger. The last thing that time that tank was used in an actual combat situation was Desert Storm. And the last time the tank was ever used in garrison, I think, was for training for Op 4 at NTC. The Choco Chip Desert uniform, gas mask. And they've converted over to the tricolor. M134 machine gun. Yeah, you're not going to pick that up and carry that. Airborne armor. Piece of the Twin Towers. Black Hawk down. Searching for hidden weapons. Yeah, they hide them. Worldwide missions. Coat of arms. Iraqi coat of arms. Yeah. Well, Iraq is part of the Arab world.
Risks are examined and reduced using simulated airdrop impact testing, which is followed by risk reduction jumps conducted by the director's test parameters.
They're dummies for testing.
These risk reduction jumps determine if the tested item is safe and ready for airdrop testing by operations parameters or special operations forces. All tests with testing findings.
Northern Alliance. I guess we're talking about Afghanistan here. Helping out with medicine and medical doctor. Yeah, believe it or not, the military is not all death and destruction. Sometimes they're there to actually help people. Yep, the Special Operation Group uses ATVs, four-wheelers. I think that's about the only thing the military that actually uses them. Humvee. What's that? The meals ready to eat stuff?
Yeah.
HDR. Man, Airborne Rangers. Special Forces training. See, these both are trainers. They're being trained, but the guy in civilian clothes is playing guerrilla fighter. It means you blend in. A guerrilla fight means you blend in with society. You see somebody looking like that in Fayetteville, North Carolina, wouldn't draw no attention of a invading army. Yeah, the camouflage would, but like somebody in just civilian clothes would go under the radar. So I love camo, but if I had to do guerrilla operations against an invading force, I'd try to look as plain clothes as possible. So what do you think?
I love coming here, and it's just awesome coming.
Alright. Well, there is a simulator, but it's not operational today. So we bid you adieu. We'll film some more outside and show you where it's at.
Yep.
Cool thing about here is it shows you a paratrooper start off with. Like a World War II paratrooper. And if you look off in the distance, you can see a modern paratrooper. It's funny how much everything's changed. But Change and moderation is not always a bad thing. You know what that means, right? The oppressor liberal.
Oh,
You know what that means? To liberate the oppressed.
yeah.
Afghan settle. Replica PKM prop. You want to say anything else? All right. Here we go. The statue of Iron Mike, who is kind of the good representation of Airborne. Which I do gotta show something. You know, it's funny is you're gonna see the unit I was in that was armor during Vietnam was an air assault and airborne unit. The crazy thing about the Cav is dragoons. Whatever the army needs it to become is what it becomes. See if I can find the stone over here. Oh, I see it. (173rd). So last time I knew about them, they were in Italy. First Battalion, 8th Cavalry. I was in it was an armor unit. Before in Vietnam, it was airborne and air assault. Cavalry is always dragoons. Whatever the army needs it to become is what it becomes. Hugh Shelton. When I was in the Army in 1999, he was the Joint Chiefs of Staff. Platoon leader for 11th Air Assault. Bible verse, which, you know, Hugh Sheldon probably would have used a Bible verse as a quote. His accomplishments. Knighted by Queen Elizabeth, so this is Sir Hugh Shelton in Britain, awarded the Congressional Gold Medal in 2002.